Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, Buckingham Palace has released a statement regarding the allegations of Jeffrey Epstein and whatnot. And I know we're all kind of sick of hearing about this, but I want to ask the cards if the police are actually going to act on it now. So this is the official statement from Buckingham Palace. The king has made clear in words and through unprecedented actions his profound concern at allegations which continue to come to light in respect of Mr. Mountbatten Windsor's conduct, the palace said in a statement on Monday night UK time. While the specific claims in question are for Mr. Mountbatten Windsor to address, if we are approached by Thames Valley Police, we stand ready to support them as you would expect. As previously stated, Their Majesty's thoughts and sympathies have been and remain with the victims of any and all forms of abuse. All right, so my question to the cards is, now that the king has made clear that they will not stand in the way of any kind of investigation, are we going to see some police action against Andrew? All right. Are we going to see any police action against Andrew? An investigation, charges, anything. So we have to remember police are represented by wands in the deck. Also, the emperor can be considered a police action, or a uniformed personnel. Let's find out. Jailing, any kind of jailing or charges would be the devil, right? The tower could be like shocking allegations. We got lots of cards in here that can assist us in this question. Will the police, now that the king has cleared the way, now that the police know, there will be no, the king won't stop them, or there'll be no interjections for Mr. Mountbatten Windsor. Will they act on this? Will the police act on this? Oh, that was very... Oh, they're thinking about it. Oh, man, they are thinking about it. They've got a little bit of information. They're definitely thinking about it. They're thinking, what will we find? What will we harvest? What will we harvest? But they're definitely thinking about it. The Star. The Star. Death. Big cards. Ooh, the Chariot. We got big major arcanas happening here. Knight of Wands. There's the police. There's the uniformed officer. I think they are waiting for official information from the king, and I don't know why William would be part of it. Is William, you think this knight is going this way? Is there some kind of blockage there? I can't see William trying to block it, though, unless what he knows will bring down the monarchy. I'm going to say the king and William are standing side by side. This is a Scorpio king. The king and William are standing side by side on this issue. They may be thinking that it brings some healing to the family. They may. And interesting about a knight, well, a knight is a constable, or, you know, this certainly isn't like the sergeant or the, you have different terms in the UK than we do here. You know, private investigator or PI, or a knight. A knight is like a constable, a police officer, a gumshoe, they call them. You know, more your king would be like your detectives and your sergeant, you know, upper end. So they may be asking, or maybe allowing the police, like the constables, in and saying, well, yeah, if you want to search his house or whatever, Maybe that's where they're going to start. Basic policing. Going through records and, you know, all that tedious stuff. But I think that the king and William are standing side by side. And I'll tell you why. This isn't emperor and king. This is both their major arcana cards, which tells me equal standing. And they're looking for some kind of hope and healing in this. They're looking for also to make the king and William look more like a star. The king is somewhat hoping that this will bring some kind of acknowledgement to him. Like I noticed in the statement, and you know, I have to agree, they say, oh, the king has been so silent on this. And I posted on X, like, silent? What are you talking about? He's taken everything he can away from Andrew and threw him in the shed. How is that being silent? And the king acknowledged that. The king has made clear in words and through unprecedented actions. So the king is hoping that by saying this, by allowing the police in, see the police coming in, that it heals some things and makes him look a lot better in the eyes of others. But yeah, they're definitely thinking about it. They just aren't quite sure what they're going to find. Justice. Oh, you can't make that up. Yeah, the king is like, again, like, what more do you want me to do? I am not the police. I can't investigate him, but what more do you want to do? I'm not going to stop you. I'm going to concentrate on what I can do. I'm ambivalent about whatever you have. You know, as far as the king is concerned, what more can you do to Andrew, really? He's already made a prison of his own making. He'll never be able to go anywhere without being booed or egged or spat on, right? He's lost everything. What more can you take from him? So that's why the king is like, well, if you want to, sure, go ahead. I'm not sure what more it can do. The king, I'm going to say they do want justice served. But in their mind, they have served justice. 8 of Cups. I'm almost getting a sense that William's like, I'm out. Like, I have nothing to do with this. I am so arm's length from this that, like, I'm not going to be part of this. Like, go ahead and give all the glory to my dad with all of this, but I'm out. Queen of Wands. Well, that would be Beatrice when we're talking about this. 9 of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles. And 6 of Pentacles. Well, should we say it out loud? Are they going to buy their way out of this? 7, Ace, and 6. And we take the Ace and the 6 and we get to the 7. Here's the Ace and here's the 6. Are they, I'm not saying the king and William at all, is Andrew. Does he still have high enough contacts that they stand down the police? So the king looks great. The king is like, yes, go ahead. I will not stand in the way of any kind of police action or investigation. And in the meantime, behind the scenes, the police are being paid. See that? Here's the 1, here's the 1, here's the 6, here's the 6. What's Eugenie doing down in Qatar? Have you answered that yet? Queen of Swords. That would be contracts, any kind of legal action, judgment. Here's the 9 of Wands, embattled, and the 8 of Pentacles, King of Cups. Well, Andrew is a King of Cups. Sarah is the Queen of Swords, although I don't think she has much to do with this. I'm going to say I'm going to say that if anything, they'll send in a small cop as a pacifier almost. He'll say, yeah, no, didn't find anything, nothing there. Everything will be stood down, and they'll be like, no, we didn't. We looked. We looked, and no, nothing there. Did our best. Did our best. And Andrew, luckily enough, has the Judgment card here. Second chances again. Second, third, fourth, fifth chances. Not that he's going to get any of his titles back or anything, but he dodged a bullet. He dodged a really big bullet. And now he's going to put up his boundaries and just get busy with the rest of his life. There he is, King of Cups. Next card wants to be seen. Oh, Page of Cups. Yeah. We're going to say, oh, yeah. Constable, or bobbies, you call them. Bobbies. Or somebody, you know, of a lower rank, a police officer, though, a respected police officer. I don't know what you call them there. They're so different. Comes in, does his thing. Oh, didn't find anything. Look at that. The clock agrees with me. Oh, and it's ringing 8. We have 8 right here. Back to the drawing board. And Andrew carries on scot-free. There's the Judgment right there. He's embattled. He puts his boundaries up. He's living in Sandringham and Norfolk there. Just kind of minding his own business. No more emotional outbursts, nothing. Sitting on his throne. And life goes on for Mr. Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. So there's no devil here. There's no tower here. There's no Knight of Swords. There's nothing here that indicates that they'll find anything or they'll even do anything. Like I said, they might go through the motions, send somebody there. Yeah, we looked through his laptop. There's nothing there, kind of thing. And then the king looks great because he's done something. He said something. He allowed something. And so be it. All right. Thank you very much for watching. Please take good care. See you online. Bye for now.